have a question.
Yep.
In a world with so many truths, how can I explain to someone what the Christian faith is and what sets it apart from other religions?
There's a difference between Christianity and other religions. For example, Jews believe that Jesus died but didn't rise from the dead. The Muslims believe that Jesus didn't even die. Christians believe that he died and he rose from the dead. So by definition, there is already a difference between religions. And I don't find the difference is ethical or moral, because there's so much high morality between different religions. For example, do to others what you want them to do with you. So that's mostly common between religions. So the difference is not ethical or moral. It's mainly, I find, if a person can have a personal relationship with God or not. For example, imagine this. You are applying to be accepted in a university, and you have like an entry exam and you have a final exam. You have a beginning and at the end. And you do some work, and based on your achievement, based on your performance for like 4 or 5 years, if you achieve good, if you do well, then based on your merits, then at the end they will tell you, okay, you know what, you succeeded, you got that, congratulations. So based on my performance, they will tell me, okay, I passed or not. Christianity is not like this. It's not at the end, it's at the beginning. It guarantees for me that I can have a personal relationship with God, forgiving of sins, all that kind of new creature stuff that he gave me. That's at the beginning, not based on my performance or things I will do. And based on that, he will see, okay, you know what, you passed or not. Suppose, for example, in my marriage, I tell my wife, okay, you know what, here are the rules. If you do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the first year, we will get married at the end. If you keep these, we'll go ahead. If not, this is very insulting, because the secret of marriage is at the very beginning. We married each other, and at the beginning we walk this journey together. That's exactly, I find Christianity competes with no other religion, because it guarantees forgiveness of sin at the very beginning, not based on anything I do. And even if I do things, we know from the Bible, even if I do all things perfect, but I just failed in one of them, it's like I failed in all of it. So it cannot be based on performance. Other religions, by definition, they based on merits and performance. I have to do 1, 2, 3, 4, and maybe at the end I will pass or not. And this is what came in the Bible. For example, in Ephesians chapter 2, verse 4 and 5, it says this: "But because of his great love for us, God, who is rich in mercy, made us alive with Christ, even when we were dead in transgressions." It's by grace you have been saved. Same thing he says in Romans chapter 5, verse 6 to 8. You see, at just the right time, when we were still powerless, Christ died for the ungodly. Very rarely will anyone die for a righteous person. Though for a good person, someone might possibly dare to die. Even if you're a really good person, most probably nobody will die for you. That's even suppose that you're good enough. And he continued, "But God demonstrates his own love for us in this: while we're still sinners, Christ died for us." Christianity, I find, competes with no other religions, because at the very beginning, Christ died for us, demonstrated his love, regardless of what we did or we didn't even do. And I will make a strong statement here. I find Christianity didn't start with a binding book that called the Bible. And I know this is very strong, because I believe Christianity didn't start with a book. I always say the writers of the New Testament didn't create the resurrection, but the resurrection created the New Testament. It made the writers of the New Testament to write the gospel, because it originated with an event. It's called the resurrection. So the Bible is true, but it's true because it says things about Christianity. And by definition, Christianity is way, way different than any other religion. Just to have that kind of personal relationship with God, that forgiveness of sin, it guarantees that at the very beginning, once we accept Christ. And that's the main difference I find.